Invasion from Below, where giant monsters fight heroes in huge mech suits. Well, Rocka Crawler is not as huge as the idea implies, but this small set still packs a punch. But I ask you, what would this set look like if it was supersized and gigantic? What if it got the love that it deserves? Well, let's check that out. That sounds great. But first, why don't we take a closer look at this set and all of its pieces as well. So this is one of the smallest Invasion from Below Lego sets. It doesn't pack the same punch as your Splitter Beasts or your Evo XL machines. Those are two really big, impressive sets with awesome designs. But hey, despite the small stature and more limited piece count of this set, I think it's still a lot of fun. Making use of minifigure chainsaws for the mech's weapons. That's rather cool. And anytime you make a mech that's vaguely drill themed, you're gonna make me think of rock raiders and power miners. So you've already sold me. Now see, you could have used these smaller Lego minifigure chainsaw pieces on a typical regular sized Hero Factory hero. And that would have looked fine, but I don't know, within this scale, they would have looked a little small. But here, given that this is a minifigure scale mech, the chainsaws, they're actually about the same size as Rocka's arm. So now it does feel a touch more impressive. It also totally looks like Rocka is flipping you off. The posable design, kinda no matter how you pose it, it looks like he's giving you one big middle finger. Actually, I kinda like that. It gives this mech a bit of attitude. I also love this printed armor shell up top. The gold details the Hero Factory logo. It's the kind of piece that you could slap onto any Hero Factory mock and it would look awesome. It's not like some of the other printed armor shells that we got in the past, like these. The in-your-face trans green color, the very noticeable name of Stringer being printed onto it, and a big old bear. It's cool, but it kind of only works on Stringer. If you want to put that on any other creation, it kind of doesn't work. This does. You can use it on anything. He's got little lasers coming out on the top, and the mech is actually quite posable. Hey, I like this set. Small, but mighty. And I always appreciate a set like this. Just a little $10 impulse buy. Well, it was $10 when it originally came out on store shelves. It was affordable and fun. I mean, $10 for all this? Not bad. The little jumper bug and the egg that also come with this, the egg that, the jumper bug can hatch out of. Perfect, what a great inclusion for an enemy. I would have been fine if this set was just the mech, but also including these? That's good value. And I haven't even talked about the minifigure. These minifigure heroes were peak design. The little scaled down helmets, the brand new limb pieces, the new armor. Mate, come on, this is great. Many people look down on the smaller sets and kind of disregard them, but this is a hidden gem. I like Rocka Crawler. So that's the set, but let's examine the parts selection. We'll see how you can use them in your own creations. And then, as promised, we'll get that supersized revamp. Exciting. We begin with a piece that doesn't actually come on the mech, it comes on this little bug. The blue element on the head, which you can remove. You can see that it's been used by Woomy World. Take a look at the head. When you zoom in on that snout, you'll realize it's this piece. The eyes of the jumper bug now become nostrils. And alongside all these other pieces, you got something so cool. Woomy is a master of shaping and organic designs. This is the perfect use for this piece. Another piece that relates to those bugs are the egg pods. Even if we just get one of the flexible eggshells, well, perhaps you could use it much like Gunner 24 has done. They do form the shape of a nice skirt. If you're looking to build something like that, look towards this piece. Now to the pieces on the mech itself. Like some of these gold armor pieces. It might be a little bit simple, but just spamming them together on some bones to form this scorpion tail, it actually looks pretty sick. Sometimes the simple solution is the best one to go with. I love it. I also love these gunmetal elements. I've actually spoken about these before in a previous video, because it's interesting, these pieces are very expensive, but they're very common. Why? Well, go and watch that video and you can find out. I'll have a link below. Anyway, Mitch Builds has used these pieces for the shoulders on this creation. That's a good way to buff things up. It's also a good way to design these legs. There's a lot of different ways that you can use these pieces and it almost always looks really good. Now for that chainsaw. Well, I mean, chainsaw, Chainsaw Man. Dad Bricks has made him here, and he's done a pretty good job. I mean, he is using these pieces in a different color. I don't know if this would look as good in gold, but still, there's no reason you can't build something in a similar scale and use these pieces, change up the color scheme, and just do something similar. It's nice. The final piece I want to discuss is a bit of an odd one. It's the chair that Rocka sits in when he's piloting the mech. Now, while this might seem like a bit of a useless element, Marco Mozzori uses the orange version for these lower legs. And actually, that's sick. The shape, the texture, it blends in so well with the rest of this armor. And I like too how it bridges down into the feet. Wow, this is so seamless, so fun. That right there is the definition of a good part use. So that's it for the pieces in this surprisingly wonderful set. But I promised you a big old revamp. Here it is. This is made by Dongwon Jong. And check this out. Take a closer look at the arms. Yeah, we had that chainsaw idea. Well, now we've times that by 10 and pretty much tripled it. 2 big old buzzsaws, little ones up the front, and some of those Thornax launchers on the front as well. If you're gonna revamp a set, you may as well up that firepower so much more. This is just impressive. Now, one detail that I certainly appreciate here is the use of this piece. This is actually the mask from this Matoran set. The Huna mask, of course, has that gap up top, and it allows you to kind of peek in at this trans green piece that I kind of see as a bit of like an energy core that powers the mech. It's kind of fun, and a clever way to use this piece. It does look good as armor. Now, okay, it is a bit sad to see a lot less gold. It's still there, sure, but this is more predominantly silver. While I do miss it, this really does bring your attention towards the gold of Rocka as he sits inside the cockpit. There is an argument to be made that he does get a little drowned out because of all the other gold that's on the original set. So maybe this is actually a pretty good change. Anything that can bring more attention to the pilot? I like that. Look, dude, the concept of this set is so cool. And this revamp makes it even better. But perhaps you're looking for a revamp that sticks a little bit closer to the original. So take a look at this one by OKSusu02. This one has bulkier shoulders and a lot more armor, and a lot more detail. Sometimes a more subtle revamp like this is just the way to go. And adding in more greebling around the cockpit, or little studs on the legs and the feet. I think stuff like that always works on a mech. More noticeable mechanical highlights, more detail. That's where it's at. So right here we got 2 different extremes of how you could approach a revamp of this set. They both did an exceptional job despite the differences. Wonderful work. It's always a joy to take a look back at Invasion from Below. It was such a good sub-theme. So why not take the time to make a revamp of a hero mech for yourself? It's Hero February, it's the perfect time to do it. Then you can post it online with the hashtag HFFeb, and you're good to go. Now that could be a lot of fun. And if you need just that little bit more inspiration, take a look at the links below. You can find links to everyone I featured today right there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Happy building, and bye for now. Man, why can't Australia have used Lego stores like Bricks and Minifigs? I love that store.